Good morning. It's Aguilera. It's coming to almost 11 o'clock. Ivan, you didn't upload your Ivan's Go Through series. Yeah, because my video took hours to upload, man. My video got uploaded at no. Initially I uploaded the first video. It took like an hour and like 50 minutes to process, obviously, and I waited for like another like 2 hours and the video wouldn't upload, so I had to delete it and re-upload it. Hence why my video got uploaded like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Hence why I didn't make the video, the Go Through series video. Because ever since the company upgraded my phone, it's been taking a long time to upload. I hope today it doesn't happen, honestly. Or why it takes like an hour and a half to upload it. Yeah. Hence why my video got uploaded so late. It got uploaded. All you Nighters, you watched it, obviously. And all you people in a different side of the world, you obviously watched it. But all the people who live in my side of the world, you either went to bed or you watched it, right? Or you're watching it and then you watched it in the morning when you woke up, obviously. Yeah, man, that's why it took a long time. That's why I didn't upload my video, my Go Through series video. Because my other video was taking forever to upload. I uploaded at 1 o'clock in the morning, guys, around there, right? 12:50, 1 o'clock in the morning. I saw the video and I went to bed, obviously. Yeah. 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 Ivan, Mosaics will be the number one IP, yes. Mosaics will be the number one IP in the entertainment industry. Yeah. It'll be the number one IP in the anime industry. Yeah. Popular brand. That's why the gates won't control my brand, obviously. Yeah. They know it's number one, right? It's number one because I wrote the thing. Because I wrote it, it's automatically going to be the most popular. And they also know I wrote the greatest story ever told. And so why are you looking at a book series that's more popular than even J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter? And I make the billions off the book. I don't know, my total $5 million off the book. I now have enough money to fund my own movie for $2.4 million bought my game for $500, signed that mega deal with Amazon. I sell my merch, my 4K movie, and my game, and the brand becomes huge, like a $100 billion brand. It's huge, yeah. Ivan Zane's brand, the book, movie, merch, and game, that's like 100 billion in sales. Yes, it's a huge brand. That's why they want to control it. It's a greedy pigs, obviously. And 100 billion is pocket change with gatekeepers. Even 100 billion is pocket change with gatekeepers. Yeah, they know it's pocket change because they're used to controlling all the money in the world. They don't want me controlling my money, and they want to steal my money and give me just the peanuts. Zero, you're not touching down my money, man. Not after what you put through my life. Having me work shitty jobs for little money, you're not touching my money. Zero. There we go. I'm gonna tell them, look, man, when I was born, you didn't let me touch a dime of your money. You had me work shitty jobs my whole life. There's no way in hell, and after causing that mess and locking the doors with me and yelling at me throughout my life and putting me down, I'm gonna let you take my money. You're crazy, and hiding your wealth. Yeah. There's no way in heck I'm gonna let you take my money when you have all that money in your bank, man. No way, man. The billions off the book is for me, VJ. It's not for you. It belongs to me, VJ. It doesn't belong to you. You're just a greedy pig. Yeah. You're envious. You're gonna dupe me if I sell it, man. VJ, you duped. She's only worth $12 million. You're gonna dupe me too. I'm not an idiot, man. Billions off the book is for me, VJ. It's not for you. Yeah. Sorry, even 100 billion pocket change at the gates, yes. The gates have trillions, tens of trillions in the bank, man. I don't know, they're 80 trillion, 100 trillion, maybe. You have, I don't know, 150 trillion in your bank, 100 billion pocket change. But because they're envious, they don't want me living that life. I don't want Ivan being that rich, being a multi-billionaire like that, man. It's gonna piss me off. I'm envious. They envy your wealth. They don't want me living that life with VJ, with William Beauty. That's why God gave me the keys so I could make my billions. The gates don't dupe me. No. Think about it, like my father knows I struggle with anxiety with the keys and everything. And sometimes I get depressed about the keys and everything, and yet he gave me it for a reason because he knew the situation is so serious. I know you struggle with anxiety, but I had no choice but to give you the keys, man. If you didn't have the keys, your life would have been destroyed. You would have been sharing with a garbage wife. You're not the king, and the gates would steal all your money and give you the peanuts, Ivan. And you wouldn't get the genetic perks with VJ. I had to give you the keys, Ivan. I had no choice. I told you, even when me and VJ are getting queen, the doors around the world, the doors are locked on us, man. In the sense that we can't touch the gatekeeper's money. Even when I'm king, I can't touch a dime of the gatekeeper's money. They won't let me touch a dime of the money unless I sell to them. But if I sell to them, they'll never let me billionaire. The whole thing is a trap. But because I made out of the $12.5 of my book, me and VJ can now start our own film studio. I can only make money by starting a business with my own money. Everything around the world I can't touch. It's the gatekeeper's money. I can't touch it. But they're also not touching my money either. Yeah. Yeah, the only way we can make more money is if we start businesses. So what do you want to do? I want to be a movie star with you. We start Skiv Entertainment together. Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. 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 Obviously. That's like you just proud of me, obviously. I found a way to make money from being there, right? Yeah. Yeah. So God did make it easier for you. Yeah, he did. Yeah, even if the gatekeepers lock the doors, I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom. You can open your door so easily. All you have to do is just own something. I'm going to give you the gifts too. When he gave me the gifts, I was able to write a masterpiece, obviously. Yeah. Oh, my battery's low. Charge my phone. I forgot. Yeah. Now it's charging. Yeah. Yeah. I have to save my money. I gotta save at least 3,500, $4,000 by the end of the year. My goal is to hit 5, but I highly doubt I'll hit 5. I might hit maybe 3,500, maybe 4,000 by the end of the year. Obviously. Yeah. 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 Ivan Zanes will have crazier buzz than even Superman. Yes, Zanes will have crazier buzz than Superman. I'll have crazier buzz than Superman, Zanes. Yeah. And the buzz for Superman right now is very hyped, right? A lot of people are excited to see Superman, yet Zanes will blow that buzz out of the water. It'll blow Avengers, Secret Wars, and Doomsday out of the water too. Looking at worldwide and national fame. Something crazy. That's why those Zanes are coming back, because they experience the international worldwide fame of the BJ man. They fell on top of the world. That's why they're gonna beg after the project's over, obviously. Yeah. So, huh? Yeah. Because I guarantee we'll go world touring for Zanes. There's no way I'm not going to go world touring. Guaranteed a lot of people are going to come. I'm going to have my contact information on my website. A lot of people around the world are going to be calling me. Obviously, yeah, we want to interview Ivan, Peter, Guillermo Toro, and some of his actors. And I end up going on a world tour. I get an interview at like 80 places around the world. The actors make it like million, 800K in speaking, man. A lot of money. That's why the speaking video is a huge deal. And the agents want their cut of that. Yeah, we want our cut of the speaking video too. Yeah, they're great, the agents and actors in Hollywood. They know it's a big deal. They want a piece of it. Hey, you guys get a cut of all the actors' earnings, but 2,000 you don't touch, right? You're not touching that, obviously. Yo, Ivan, do we get $200 from a 2,000 earner? I'm like, no, you don't. 2,000 earner, you don't touch. Everything else, you get your cut. Yeah. Of the actors' earnings for the movie project, obviously. Yeah. Some sad, huh? Will the movie be better than the book? Yes. I'm bringing the world to life. And I'm acting as Prince Taki, so forget that. Right? The movie will be better than the book, obviously. But some fans might like, some of the book nerds might like the book better, but I highly doubt it. I'm playing the character of Tactius. I'm bringing that character to life, man. Ivan O'Mara, the son of God's playing Tactius. BJ's playing Lithia, the spirit of God. Like, it'll be better than the movie. And I'm making it for a lot of money, man. $2.4 billion. Yeah. BJ, Ivan, that's a lot of our money. I'm like, BJ, it's a good investment. We're going to make our billions back off this. Yeah, if I make $12.5 million off the book, I spend... Me and VJ are still going to have maybe, after we pay for everything, the house and everything, we're still going to have a good maybe 8 point something billion in our bank. We're good. Yeah. If I make 10, I'll have like 6 something billion in my bank, $6.5 billion in my bank. Me and VJ are still good. We're going to make our billions on it. It's a good investment, VJ. Yeah, it's a good investment. Yeah. You give Peter $2.4 million towards the movie. That's an $800 million budget. If I make 20, I'll put 2.7. That's 900 million. If I make more than 20, I put 3 billion. Some Sarah? Yeah, $800 million. I can put a good 500 million towards visual effects and special effects. I can put a good 200 million, 220 million towards costumes, artwork, and mask. I can put a good 60 million towards set building, 70 million towards extras. Extras are going to cost me a lot of money, yeah. Obviously. So I'm sorry, that way you get people on the budget. He was like $500 million towards visual effects Ivan. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit, Ivan. You're making each movie for $800 million. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit, you're calling balls out of water, Ivan. That's a revolutionary technology, Ivan, I know. This is more than my entire Hobbit trilogy, Ivan. I know, Peter. He's shocked. Peter. Yeah. You signed his $1.4 billion deal, and he what? He's shocked by the budget. Ivan, this is a revolutionary technology. No movie's ever been made for $800 million, Ivan. And no one has ever put $500 towards visual effects and special effects, Ivan. You're looking at an amazing battle scene, amazing rolling, an amazing unheard of horror. No, that wasn't demons. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna follow your battle scenes word to word in your book? No. For the battle scenes, we can make up new things for the movie to make it more better. Obviously, for the battle scenes, you don't have to follow exactly how it's written in the book. Obviously, the battle scenes will not. I'm not gonna follow word to word. But some of it might not translate well, so you know, like you have the battle scene based off the book, but we can change a lot of things to make it more interesting for the movie. Obviously, like in the captured battle scene. My idea is Tacitonius and Cassius and their men get off their horse when they arrive to Cyrus, whereas in the book they're on their horses. But they get off their horses and they hear the howl of wolves and they hide. In the book they don't hide. We make some changes to make it more interesting, like the Asgilia scene, to show the fear of the wolves. Remember the Asgilia battle I showed you with Faramir? Yeah, something like that to show the The Fear of the Wolves. You guys get the picture? Yeah. Because Ivan to show The Fear of the Wolves, and I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at a Masters, I know, looking at an amazing movie. Yeah. Yeah, you see John Mega, he gets off his horse. Ju Hansu, he's like, the wolves are here. He's like, hide, and they hide. Like this Gilead scene. And you see the demon wolves approaching, like they're devils. And they're all the men are a bit scared and they're brave. And Ju Hansu tells Sasatoni and John Mega, be brave. Be brave, cousin. Cousin, be brave. Yeah, and the wolves come. Really got a sick movie. Yeah. A masterpiece. Yeah. Will you go over your book today? It just depends on this. I hope this video doesn't take a long time to upload. Yeah. Because now whenever I upload my video, it takes like an hour and 50 minutes to upload. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Before it only took like 20 minutes. Now it takes an hour and a half just to upload. So I hope this video doesn't take long to upload, obviously. That's when my video got uploaded so late at night. Early this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Yeah, I got uploaded at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Why, you're not increasing the amount of Hollywood actors? No. What I'm paying them is enough. I'm not increasing the amount then. If you're pissed off that me and Reach are making way more than you, there's a reason why I'm making way more than you, because me and her are the fucking boss. That's why I'm making way more than you, man. Stop thinking about the amount of money me and Reach are making. Just know I gave you a good deal. Even though your contract is pocket change compared to our contract, you're still getting paid the big bucks more than what you make in Hollywood. You're just being greedy, guys. Like, John Mega's agent might want 12. John Mega's like, can I have one else that? I'm like, no, John, you get 9, man. Stop being greedy. You're not worth 12. And if he's worth like his 18, 19, 20 million by then, I'll give John 10 million in the film profits instead of 8.5. But if he's worth like his 16 million, 15 million, he gets 8.5, John. That's good enough. But he might be worth his 20 by the time I do Zanus. You can give John 10 million in the film profits, and he gets his 9 million base. That's 19 million. He gets you can give him 2 million for the game. That's 21 million. Yeah, he sounds like a 22, 23 million deal, John Mega. 20 million deal. It's a fucking massive contract. This is the line, yeah. I'll give you a deal. I only make his Hollywood Ivan. Yeah, it's a massive contract. John Mega, right? 20 million deal. A lot of money. That's a big deal, a mega deal, man. A huge deal for John Mega. He's like, it's a dumb line. Yeah, he signs that contract, John Mega, yeah. Yeah. So all the Hollywood actors, agents will be calling your office. Oh yeah. Once it's open for business, all the agents and managers are calling my office. It's crazy. Hello, this guy's name. How may I help you? You know, they're trying to get their actors work. Because all the agents, managers, are going to tell the Hollywood actors, yeah, Ivan and VJ's company is your ticket out of the Hollywood system, and it's better than Hollywood. If what Ivan said in his videos is true, his company is blowing out of the water. Bigger budget movies, he can easily pay you guys more because his movies are doing billions in net profits. And the merch too, they can easily pay you more more money than what Hollywood could pay you. Because me and these movies are doing billions in net profits. With Hollywood, they don't make that kind of money in net profits. Net profits, Hollywood companies make very little. They make like their 30, 50 million or something like that in net profits. Gross profits they can make, unless the movie's a huge hit and it makes like $1 billion, $1.2 billion, and they make maybe their 80, 100 million in net profits. They can, but actors don't negotiate for net profits in Hollywood because they're not going to see a return. Because the Hollywood companies, they have overhead costs. That's why the net profits is very little, like maybe 30, 40 million. The actors can't really get a nice piece of that. That's why they negotiate for the gross profits before the fees, obviously. Before the overhead costs and all that stuff, right? Yeah. Whereas for my movie, it's billions in net profits. And the agents and managers know that, hence why they're going to negotiate for a bigger chunk of the pie. They want a bigger chunk of the pie for the movie, for the merchant, for the game. They're going to try and get a piece of it all, yeah. Even the game, too. I'm like, I'm not paying these actors royalties for the game. Now, Ivan, what about like $2 million for John Boyega and a nice like $7 million of the products for the game? I'm like, no, guys, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to overpay John Boyega and have him do me, man. He gets his $1.92 million for the game. That's good enough. He's not getting money off the game. I'm already giving him money for the movie and the merch. He's not getting money off the game. I'm sorry. Alright, you're fucking greedy, man. You're making all those billions. You're giving us some peanuts. What, you really think I'm going to overpay these actors and have them do me, man? I'm not going to have these guys do me, man. The moment you give them money, profits for the game, Ivan, the actors are ripping you off, and you're overpaying them, and they're ripping you off, man. What I'm paying you is a lot of money. You don't make this in Hollywood. Accept my deal or go back to the houses and be left behind. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, it's a good deal. Sarah? Yeah. 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 So for the world tour, you have to cover the actors' expenses. Yes. The agents will tell me, are their expenses covered? Of course their expenses are covered. You can't have the actors pay for that. You're going to drain their money. No, like, you have to cover their expenses, obviously. Their traveling, living, feeding expenses, and transportation expenses are all paid for. So, and the actors are not going to be flying commercial. They'll be flying on my private jet. You go world touring, you can't have the actors fly commercial, right? You're going to wear them out. Waiting in hours in line in the airport, no, you have to fly them commercial, privately, on me and VJ's private jets, obviously. And they'll be staying in a hotel, a luxury hotel, obviously. Nice perks, obviously. Like a nice, like $3, $4, $5,000 night suite with a jacuzzi and everything. Yeah. Try to rent a hotel that has a pool, and all hotels have bars. And try to rent a hotel that has a pool. That way the actors can go swimming when they want to go swimming. They can go to the gym, do a workout. They can drink beer at the bar downstairs. But if you want to have beer at the bar downstairs with your cultures, that's your own money. I'm not paying for you. So I'm saying, but everything else is paid for. Yeah. And their feeding expenses, you have to feed them too. Don't have the actors pay for their food. They can easily afford to pay for their food. That's not that expensive. But you need to pay for their food too. The best way to make sure they're fed will find a buffet restaurant in each city we land in. That way the actors have all you can eat. And they're fed well. Don't do one plate bullshit. They can still be hungry. Yeah, they eat one meal and breakfast. They're still a bit hungry. They might go to the store and buy more food for themselves. That's why you need to have them fed well. Have a buffet restaurant. Obviously. And you have to have transportation for them. Drivers or limo services that take us to the event, and they get 24-hour limo services all day. If they want to go see a movie on theaters, a limo driver will take them to the theaters, which they're going to do, obviously. They're probably going to see some movie on theaters. They might want to go get clothes at the clothing store, get shoes for themselves. Because the Hollywood actors are already rich people, and they made their millions off my movie. Guaranteed they're going to go to the store and get stuff. Maybe get a jacket, get jackets, get a few shoes for themselves. Yeah. Obviously. So I'm saying, stuff for their kids, stuff for their wives, their girlfriend, their boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're going to do that, obviously. And they're going to have a blast in the world tour. The crazy fans cheering us on in the city. The parties. I'm going to do a lot of parties with the actors during the world tour. They're going to have a blast, man. That's why they're going to beg, man. They have the best time of their life. The actors. Yeah. Yeah. Will you and VJ pay for it, or me and VJ can either? I'll tell VJ, do you want us to pay for all this stuff, or do you want to give the our business cards to the presidents and they handle everything for us? That way we're not stressed out. Yeah, me and VJ can easily just pay for ourselves, right? I'll give the card to VJ. VJ can pay for it, the business card to VJ, or you give it to your presidents to handle the work for you. Either Ivan, we can pay for ourselves. We don't need to give the card to the presidents. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna just give my card to the presidents. Look, man, handle everything for us, man. Whenever we land in a city, go on your phone, look up the best luxury hotels in this city, and then we choose which one's the best, and we have to book rooms for all of us, whoever I choose. If I choose Peter Rice, Jon Favreau, I'll give them my card, and they handle all the business stuff. Or Peter Safran, James Gunn, if I grab them from DC, you give them your business card and they handle all that for us. And you guys are responsible for finding a luxury hotel for us to stay in. Don't rent a standard one, rent a luxury one. I can easily afford it. But don't go any higher than like $5,000 for a suite. Otherwise you're gonna drain the budget. I can easily afford even $10,000 on night suites, but you're gonna really drain the budget. I'll end up blowing like $7 million of the budget. Don't be stupid. Rent suites, but not like $10,000 suites. $4,000, $5,000, $3,000 suites, $1,500 suites. Rent those ones. So center. And you have to find transportation for us. Either a drivers, or a limo service. I prefer limo services. Yeah, limo services that take us to the event, take us back to the hotel, take the actors to wherever they want to go. Yeah, and you have to find them a figure out somewhere where we eat our food. If you don't want a regular restaurant, yeah, we could go to a regular restaurant, but a regular restaurant, the actors only eat one meal. And chances are some of them might be a bit hungry after they eat one meal. Whereas a buffet is all you can eat. You eat your 2 plates, your 3 plates, you're full. That's why flying a buffet restaurant eats to do land, and that way the actors have all you can eat. Samsara, and they're fed well. You also have to keep track of the gas for the jet. You have to. I'm gonna have to put gas in the jet too when we land. Yeah, they're responsible for all that. The 2 presents, or I choose right. Peter Rice, Jon Favreau, James Gunn, Peter Safran, the Russo brothers, Zack Snyder, yeah. Yeah. All right, you really are interested in James Gunn and Peter Safran? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm interested in those guys, obviously. But they're signed on with DC. And if DC is successful, I told you David Zaslav will be extending James Gunn and Peter Safran. But I told you James Gunn and Peter Safran would rather work for me than work for DC. And the DC thing is big and huge. They know what I'm getting. Their DC thing is the side attention. Me and VJ's movie and company is a man to man. Yeah, I'd rather be saved than work for Ivan. Ivan can pay me more money. His company's better in Hollywood than work in Hollywood. Because in Hollywood, our DC brand's side attention what I'm getting. Yes, it's side attention. So Sarah. Yeah. What about David Zaslav? David Zaslav was good too, but like he's old. He's 64 now. By the time I start Scottish Game, he'll be 74. But if he works for you, you can have him work for you for maybe 10 years. So he's 84, then you retire him if you want. Yeah, he's good too. Whereas Bob Iger is too old. He's already like 73, 74. He's way too old. David Zaslav is a bit younger than Bob Iger, obviously. But a lot of Hollywood CEOs and executives are going to be sending in their resumes. Yeah, I want to be the president of Ivan's company, man. Yeah. Who are you going to choose? I don't know. Somebody tells me I will go for Peter Rice. He was a very talented executive in Disney. Maybe Jon Favreau or I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll see. Yeah. So I'm saying, a lot of executives in Hollywood are going to be saying in their resumes, yeah, I want out of the Hall system. I'd rather work for Ivan. Yeah, and I can pay them more too. Yeah, like James Gunn, I can easily give him $65 million of the film profits for XANUS. Peter Rice, I can give him $60 million of the film profits. Yeah, he doesn't make that in Hollywood, yeah. Are you giving your 7 team a piece of the merchant game? No. They only get a piece of the movie, that's it. They're not getting a piece of the game. Yeah. Well, payments? No, they don't make that in Hollywood, yeah. Some Sarah? Give me a second, I'll use the bathroom. I'm back in a sec. Yeah. guys, I'm back. Sorry for the long wait. Had to use the bathroom. Yeah. And if I do choose James Gunn, obviously, James Gunn will obviously want to. He'll obviously want to make his own movie, right? He might have an idea for a movie. He might have an idea for a movie because he's a creative guy, right? Yeah, Ivan, I want to write my own movie. Yeah, if you want to make your movie, you can make your movie. If James Gunn wants to make a movie, and what budget do you want? Like, give him an unlimited budget. He can make his movie if he wants, right? Yeah. Obviously. I told you, Peter Safran and James Gunn would rather work for me than work in Hollywood. Even though their DC thing is huge. Like, when I'm king and VJ's king with me, Sky's Entertainment is the main event. Their DC thing's a side tension. Samsara. I highly doubt James Gunn and Peter Safran, they're locked on for DC, right? But Peter Rice is a good candidate. He was a higher up executive at Disney. He's very good. And maybe Jon Favreau, I don't know. We'll see what happens, obviously. Or Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni, but Dave Filoni doesn't really have much business experience running, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Coogler is good too. But Ryan Coogler and the Russo brothers and all them and Zack Snyder, they're directors. They don't really have experience running studios. You want to have someone who has that experience. Like Peter Rice was a higher up executive. He's good. Yeah. Obviously, some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. That's why all the Hollywood actors are gonna beg the Zane starts for word, man. They're gonna beg them, yeah. Hey man, can you give the team a good word for us, man, please? The world where the guys will, they don't give a word. The Zane stars are selfish, man. Yeah, they don't give a word. It's actually funny. Yeah. That's how boss me and VJ are gonna be, man. We're gonna be the big boss. That's why VJ cries to me, because she wants me to get out of Hollywood. Yeah, I want to be featured on a magazine. I want to sign that magazine on Amazon with him. I want a piece of his blades off his book. I want a piece of his $500 off Ivan's book. I want to live that life with him. I want to travel with him. She's crazy. I want to close shop with him, get the cars with him, the jet, build that 500 house with him. Yeah, she's crazy, VJ. That's why she cries. She doesn't want to be left behind either, right? And she knows if I don't save her, she'll be left behind in Hollywood. Well, I'm living that amazing life, and she'll be crushed and devastated, obviously. If I ran off and VJ knows she'll never see me, she'll cry to me every night forever, and she'll become a crazy psychotic woman like Bella in New Moon. VJ can't do it on me, man. I'm VJ's baby, man. Yeah. Obviously, she'll be a crazy psychotic woman. Yeah, crying to me every night forever. Yeah, she's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't save VJ, the crying will never stop. Yes, it'll never stop. It'll go on and on and on and on every day forever if I don't save her. VJ is a crazy woman. Samsara. Yeah. VJ doesn't like seeing how she wants to see the light. But it's your fault, VJ. You sold out. Don't blame me. You're the one who's stupid enough to let Mr. X touch you. And now you see hell, and now you're crying to get you out of Hollywood because you know you got duped because you're fucking stupid, man. Yeah. Now, even though Ivan's poor, he didn't get duped by the gates. His keys are worth a lot. Yes. Even though I'm fucking poor, because I wrote my book and I have the keys, my book is worth billions. Hence, I didn't get duped by the gates. I have the keys. With Victoria Justice, she may be rich and everything, but she's under the gates and all, and her keys are 100% useless, man. Useless keys, man, yeah. obviously. Because she's under the gates control her money. She sold out to them. And so what? If they say, I don't want VJ making this amount of money, the execs know I have to listen to them. Yeah. They have to listen to them right now. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan's company's bigger than Hollywood. It's only him, VJ, and his 17. And a couple of producers, yes. Huge company, bigger than Hollywood. It's only me and my 17. It's actually funny, right? Yeah. Because I like to keep things simple. I'm not into that crazy stuff. I'm not going to hire like 20 people. That's crazy. Just a 7 team, and you have some guys in Hollywood help them out. It's enough people for the calls, right? Yeah. 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 So you and Reed will have a beautiful office. Oh yeah, a beautiful office. Whereby the actors are blown away. Holy shit, the actors are already blown away by my jet. I have an Incredibles like 350 jet, and I have a Gran Turismo beautiful studio lot, man, in Vancouver, man. They're like, holy shit, man, this is a nice fucking studio lot. This is nicer than Hollywood studio lot. Yeah, Sky's Entertainment is better than Hollywood, man. The actors sign their contracts in my beautiful boardroom. They sit in the couch in the foyer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's your name? My name is John Maega. Did you bring your SIN number, John? Did you bring your bank form, your agent's bank form? Yes, I brought the forms. Okay, take a seat. The bosses will be with you in a sec. They sit down in the foyer with a couch. Yeah. And feel free to grab a coffee. There's coffee over there, guys, for you guys with flavored cream. The actors get a coffee. Yeah, like, holy shit, Sky says it's top notch. Yeah, it's better than Hollywood, man. You guys will see this in a documentary when I film it, right? When the actors sign their contracts. Yeah. Looking at the best documentary ever, man. The documentary will almost be as good as the movie. And it'll almost have the same hype as the movie, too. The doc will be very... The game, doc, and movie will have crazy buzz. The documentary will have crazy buzz, too, man. The world will be... You guys will be excited to see that documentary. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that documentary. Obviously. The George Lucas one will be sick, too, but it's not as interesting as the behind-the-scenes of Xanus, right? Of the movie. But even the George Lucas documentary will be sick. That's why I'm going to release a George Lucas documentary to keep you guys going. To build buzz for the better documentary, which is the behind the scenes of the making of the film. But my documentary is not just the making of the film, it's the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes of the making of the film. Because you're going to see me and VJ in our house, the actors in their house, Peter in his hotel, or Mal in his hotel, me working on the script, doing the concert arts, and even signing the actors. Yeah. Like something like Shark Tank, man. Something fucking cool. Where you see the actors, you see their contracts displayed on the screen when I offer the actors their contract. Holy shit, this is a sick documentary. Yeah, with beautiful music too. Yeah, think something like Shark Tank for the signings, man. You get this music, the actors walk in. Yeah, looking at something sick like that. Yeah, some sound. Yeah. 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 So Peter Jackson will want more money for the World Tour. Yeah, he will, obviously. He's like, Ivan, are you going to pay me more than the actors? I'm like, no, Peter, you get an equal amount. He's like, well, not. I'm like, Peter, man, I'm already paying you way more than everyone else. You're not making more than the actors for the World Tour. You get an equal amount. He's like, Ivan, I'm much bigger than them. Yeah, because Peter knows he's much bigger than the actors, he feels like I'm ripping him off. He deserves more. Yeah, he wants his 2.53 million. Speaking Peter, he's greedy. Yeah, I'm not paying that, man. What I'm paying you, I'm already paying you more than enough money, Peter. You got an equal amount of the actors. He's like, fine, whatever, man. Like, Peter, you're pissed off. Yeah, I deserve a bit more of this side. I'm like, Peter, no, I'm not paying more, man. Stop being greedy. I'm sorry. Ivan, you're greedy too, man. Like, you're making like your $11-12 million in speaking, and you're giving us the peanuts. I'm like, I'm not giving you the peanuts, Peter. I'm making sure you guys still get paid, man. You're $1 million in speaking. You don't make this in Hollywood. For Comic Con, you make your 75K, 200K. Yeah. And I'm paying you out your 801 million speaking, 1.3 million speaking, Peter. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I want more of that. I know, Peter. Stop being greedy. Just know that I gave you a good deal. I'm not paying more money than the actors of the World Tour, Peter. You're getting greedy. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think I'm gonna purchase Game of Thrones. Next page, you can read the book. I also gotta finish the Appendices of Lord of the Rings. But the Appendices of Lord of the Rings are a bit boring, obviously. It's just like the history and all stuff. But I do want to finish the Appendices of Lord of the Rings. I want to read George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones. I saw the show, but I heard the shows are a bit different than the books. I want to read the books, right? Because I heard a lot of good things about Game of Thrones. I heard the book is amazing. I heard it's very long. It's like a 1,300-page book, even longer than Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings books on average are like 500 pages per book. Whereas Game of Thrones, I heard, is very long, like 1,300-page books. Man, that's crazy. Even my book is not long. My book is only like, I don't know, 800 pages maybe. 750, 800, 850 pages, my book. Once the proofreader adds volume 3, it'll be about an 800 maybe page book. So it's long, but it's not as long as like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is fucking long. I heard like 1,300 page books, whatever it is. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. So like, you are gonna have that talk with VJ, yes. I'm gonna ask VJ, no VJ, seriously, man, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do as a career? I made the $12,500 off my book. What do you want to do? Do you want to do stand-up comedy? Do you want to do television, or like do a sitcom? Do you want to be a big budget movie star with me? You want to write books? Me and you can just live our life and just write books. We make more money off books than we do movies, obviously. Yeah. what do you want to do? We just like, yeah, even though doing a sitcom is fucking cool, it's much cooler being a big budget movie star. Yeah, sitcoms are cool, but it's much cooler doing a big budget movie. Stand-up comedy is fun too, but I'm not really into stand-up comedy, obviously. Writing books is also fun too. We'll make more money writing books, VJ, but it's a bit more boring. He's like, I want to start Skiv with you. I wanted to be a big budget, a big movie star. Yeah, because even though doing a sitcom is cool, or a television show, it's much cooler being a big budget movie star, obviously, than doing television. Being a movie star is better than being a television star, right? And VJ will tell me, Ivan, you want to do music? He's like, no, music we can just do on the side. We can do a few singles here and there. I want to be a big budget movie star with you, Ivan. Because I don't want to start a music production company. It's just more work for me, VJ. Me and VJ can just do a few singles here and there, but our main focus is being a big movie star. Because VJ will want to do singles with me. I want to do a music video. I want to do singles with you. For that, we can just rent the studio, and we have the guys record us and everything, and that's it. We release it. Sing a few singles here and there. Yeah. Easy, Ivan. I'm not really interested in writing books. Writing books is a bit boring. It's fun writing books, but it's much cooler being a famous movie star than being a famous author. Like, yeah, being a famous author is cool. You wrote a masterpiece, the world loves your book. But it's much cooler being a movie star, being featured at red card events and everything, right? Yeah. And he's like, Ivan, I want to start Skiv Entertainment with you. I'm starting Skiv Entertainment, maybe together. We start our big film studio. And we make, yeah, Ivan, I want to be a part of that XANUS story, Ivan. And we fund the movie for around $2.4 billion. $800 million per volume, and we give Peter his own on the budget. $500 million also was visual effects for Peter Jackson. A lot of money, man. Yeah, man. Some sour. Yeah. I hope this video doesn't take a long time to upload, guys. Yeah. 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 Some sour. So every time I'll be walking Devils and Demons, well, you do the math. I'm putting out 200, like 20 million towards. If I make it for 800 million per volume, I'll put a good like 220 million towards cautions, arm weapons, and machines for the mask. I'm gonna design the best mask in the business, and it's Devil mask. And I'm applying $500 million towards special effects and visual effects. You're looking at demons. Peter's like, yeah, if you applied $500, Ivan, towards special effects and visual effects, you're looking at a world that will blow James Cameron's Pandora out of the water. You're looking at battle scenes that will blow my Lord of the Rings battles out of the water. And you're looking at real horror that will make my Ring Race and High Army 2 Towers look good. Looking at demons, Ivan. Devils, yeah. The world's gonna feel for you guys. I hope you're right. This is gonna be a masterpiece. I hope you're looking at a masterpiece. I don't want Zane's Peter theme Peter. I want it rated R. No PG-13 air attack. I don't want you ruining my story. So I'm sorry. It'll still be a masterpiece, but it won't be as powerful. Takis and agony for Wolf, that's not that scary. PG-13 air attack will not be that scary. He'll be formidable, will not be that scary. Whereas rated R, he's a double, obviously. A walking double. Yeah. Some sound. Yeah. Some sound. Yeah. So I beware of the greedy agents and managers, yes. Beware of the greedy hollowed actors, agents, and managers. They're greedy, especially the ones who represent the Acers. Even the ones who represent the rising stars and these actors are greedy too. They might push for the 8 million, 10 million salary. The agents for the biggest actors might push for their 7, 8, $10 million base. I'm like, no, they don't get any more than 4.9. I'm not gonna have these guys do it. They're television stars. They don't really build that much buzz. I'm not gonna overpay them and have them do it. You know. Yeah. They'll all accept my deal, but they're gonna push for more money because they know me and VJ's movie merchant game is billions in net profits. They want a bigger chunk of the pie. The agents, the A-list actors, agents, right, and managers, they want a bigger chunk of the pie because they're greedy, greedy pigs. Yeah. Some sound. Yeah. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs to get my coffee. Almost done this video, guys. I won't even talk for an hour and 20 minutes. And I'll make my go-through series, but I hope my video doesn't take long to upload, guys. Yeah. guys, I'm back. Yeah. Yeah. That's why Zane's will be a masterpiece, guys. That's what children were made. Yeah. And the best fans over it. That's why at least my book will be a public embarrassment in the industry. Yeah, whereby all these famous fantasy authors are gonna feel like shit. As you guys read my book, and I guarantee when you guys read it, you were shocked, right? By how entertaining my book is. Yeah, my whole book is like that. It's constant entertainment. That's why it'll be a public embarrassment in the industry. It's like an embarrassment, yeah. And once you read my book, every other book you read, every other fantasy book you read will be a letdown. Because those authors don't write the way I do, right? I have a unique style of writing. I have the heavenly gifts, right? Obviously. That's why I'm very gifted, obviously, yeah. Even my They're Unique, yeah, even that was everything. That's a good start to your story, Ivan, yeah. If I wrote They're Unique, it'd be the best romance novel ever written, too, because I have the heavenly gift. Obviously. The Proposal, the book that I bought, by Jasmine, written by Jasmine. Yeah, that's a good book too. But even my They're Unique is more interesting than that, right? Remember my advice to authors video I made like 6 years ago? I showed you my Proposal book that I bought. Yeah, I read that book in the hospital. It was a pretty good romance story, but even my They're Unique is better than that, right? Yeah. I even write They're Unique. I might think about it. I don't know. Once I get my Zane's book proofread, and I design my cover, I might consider maybe finishing up, dedicate a good 4 months on focus, and I finish They're Unique. But I highly doubt it. Writing a book's a lot of work. But if I write 5 pages a day, I'll finish They're Unique in like 4 months. They're Unique will probably be maybe a 300, maybe 50, 400 page book if I wrote it right. Like a 100, like 20,000 word romance novel, obviously. Yeah. I'll make more money, obviously. Yeah. If I write They're Unique and Zings, I'll be pulling in my like 28 billion, $30 billion around there. If I wrote the 2 books. The chances are I'm not going to write They're Unique because it's a lot of work and it's just going to cost more money. I have to get a proofread. I have to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sorry. Huh? Yeah, I mean, that's a 6-star to your romance, or I know. I mean, you are gifted, man. Even when I read the remake, I was hooked. Yes. My book is sick. You caught a little bit of rawness on my dialogue, but still entertaining enough to keep you hooked, right? Wow. Yeah, she was a half Rican, half American. Yeah, I'm now sick. I know how to entertain you, man. I'm gifted. Yeah. That's why the book publishing houses, all you book publishing houses, obviously, when they read my book, they're like, holy shit, Ivan's gifted, man. I wish he can sell and work for us. Yeah. Because if I sold out, I'd probably end up writing books and doing movies at the same time, right? Because the case will tell me, yeah, Ivan will put you a Peg and Roundhouse. You know what I'm saying? You can write books for them, man, and you got to be on Jimmy Fallon and everything. Yeah, but you control my book. Yes, I'm on Jimmy Fallon on Hall and everything with VJ, but me and VJ are garbage and trash. We're sharing with the world. And the Hollywood companies own my Zane's brand, and me and VJ are not going to make that much money, man. The Gates are going to dupe us. That's why the traditional publishing houses wish, I wish Ivan could sell and work for us. He's fucking gifted, yeah. I'm not going to sell out and have you steal my money when I have the keys. I don't have to sell to you, man. The Zane's brand is mine. I have the keys. I'm self-publishing. I'm not traditional publishing. I'm not selling out. Why the fuck would I traditionally publish when I can self-publish my book and I make my 80%? I make way more money, man. And the book is 100% my brand, yeah. So you're not going to write books when you're king. I'm not gonna say never. I might perhaps write maybe a few books here and there, but I highly doubt it. As being a movie star is my dream with VJ. It's not being an author, right? My dream is not being an author. It's being a movie star with VJ. It's much cooler, right? Yeah. Yeah. Did you have a fun time writing Zayas? Yes, I did. Writing a book is obviously fun, especially when you know your book is amazing, obviously, but it's not as fun as being a movie star. Yeah. I'll tell VJ, if I write books or you write books, we'll make way more money than we do making movies. But my dream is to be a movie star, it's not being an author. Because if your book is a mega hit, like selling hundreds of millions of copies, you make way more money than even movies. But VJ's like, no, I want to be a movie star. I do. Yeah, writing a book's a bit boring. I'd rather be a movie star. Yeah, me and VJ become movie stars, the most famous movie stars in the world, right? Me and VJ will be the most famous movie stars in the world. We signed the biggest contract ever, 80-20 deal with Amazon, a huge deal, man. Fucking massive contract, yeah. Yeah. You get the news, Ivan O'Mara Victoria Justice signed mega deal with Amazon on my website. Everyone's like, holy shit, yeah. Signed mega deal with Amazon. It's a huge deal. Huge deal. Yeah, man. Yeah. Eric Rizahaki, you can pay them a bit more. You can pay them $250K instead of 200 if I make less than 20, right? So what I'll do for Eric Rizahaki, my head chefs, I can pay them a 30,000 sign bonus, and they get 250,000, which is like 150K after taxes. In the fourth year, they get another $250,000, and they get $30,000 bonus. So they sign a $560,000 deal, a bit more. That way they make their 300K after taxes. But if I make more than 20, I'll pay them 300K. 300K the third year, 300K the fourth year. Two $30,000 bonuses. They sign a $660,000 deal if I make more than 20 billion. If I make less, they get 250,000 instead of 200, right? Pay them a bit more. They have families to feed. Instead of 200, I can pay them 250,000. And Tony, I can pay him, instead of 100,000, I can pay Tony 150,000. A bit more. He signed a 2 or $300,000 deal. That way, Tony walks away with 108,000 on his bank. You live a great life. All the other guys get 150K, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. All right, what about 400? I'm like, no, guys, you're getting greedy. Eric Rizahaki, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you 400K, 800K. You're getting greedy. No, you get 250,000 instead of 200K. Pay them a bit more. That way they can feed their families, right? 250K salary third year, 250K salary fourth year, and then two $30,000 bonuses. That's 560,000, which is like 300. I don't know, 10,000 in their bank after taxes for 2 years of work. That's a lot of money for Eric Rizahaki. They can buy a $500,000 house, $600,000 house, $450,000 house, get their Mercedes Benz, nice cars, obviously. Live a great life. So I'm sorry. And when I make more than 20, I'll pay them 300K the third year, 300K the fourth year. That's a good deal for the head chefs, obviously. Though they work hard for you. You guys are the boss over the kitchen, but you're not the boss over me and media, right? If I tell you to do something, you have to listen to me, obviously. But they're going to be the boss of the kitchen. The big boss of the kitchen, right? They're the boss of the kitchen, obviously. Everything to do with the kitchen, you guys are in charge of that, right? Yeah. When the order comes in, you don't have to do the order, guys, but they're going to give you the paper. You have to see how much, make sure all the food came in, all that stuff. You have to make sure the guys rotate the food when the order comes in. You guys are responsible for that. Yeah, you guys have to make sure the building is all clean. Eric Rizahaki don't have to do as much cleaning, but they have to help the guys with cleaning. You guys don't have to do as much of the dirty work for cleaning, but you got to help them out with cleaning a little bit. I don't want to just see you standing there. You have to help them out with cleaning, guys. You don't have to mop. You don't have to sweep. You get the other guys to do it, but you have to help them with cleaning, guys. I don't want you slacking off. Sometimes. Yeah. This is not Coco Food where I'm paying you $45K a year. I'm paying you $250,000 a year for 2 years. $500K for 2 years. $560,000 for 2 years. You have to work hard. You're making a lot of money. Yeah, Ivan, and they work really hard for me because they're getting paid a lot of money, man. Yeah. Some Sarah. 250 grand is like 150K after taxes are on there, right? My math is right? Yeah, 150K after taxes. Yeah. So Eric Rizahaki are making $12,500 a month. So they're getting like a $6,250 paycheck every 2 weeks. That's a lot of money, man. That's why you gotta work hard. So I'm saying, yeah. Will they leave Coco Foodie? Of course they will. They're gonna leave, obviously. They're not gonna tell the boss they're working for me because They don't want him feeling like shit, but they're gonna tell the boss, yeah, sorry, I can't work anymore. I got another job. It pays more. I got another job. He's like, what job? And they don't tell them. They don't tell the overly boss that. They don't want him feeling like shit. He might be a bit envious and pissed off, obviously. He knows, yeah, I saw Ivan's video. Ivan hired them as his head chefs. And he's gonna ask them, hey man, like, can you give Ivan word if Ivan needs another chef or something like that? Yeah, and they don't give word, obviously. Because they don't want that guy taking their job, obviously, right? I'm not giving you word. If I asked you for word, you wouldn't give me word either. Yeah. When it comes to money, wealth, and success in this world, people are envious about that stuff, man, and they're selfish too. Yeah. When it comes to money, wealth, and success in this world, people are envious and they're selfish. That's just the world we live in, man. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Russ is like, where's my money, Ivan? Yeah. Every time I work, Russ always says, you didn't pay me, Ivan. Where's my money? Yeah. He jokes around with me all the time. Yeah. You might joke around with me all the time. Ivan, where's my money? You didn't pay me yet. No, I'm like, what do you mean, Rez? I paid you a lot of money. No, I'm saying, yeah, he jokes around with me, Rez. Yeah, it's actually funny. Yeah. 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 So if you're looking at luxury buffet for your company, oh yeah, like gourmet, like it's luxury food. So even though like it's sliders and pizza, it looks luxury. It's luxurious food. Yeah, you know, like fancy restaurants, the food looks high end. Yeah, it's like high end food. That's why Eric has to train Rez and Hacky how to make the luxury food. Obviously, the burgers and all stuff and the rice and stuff, they know how to make that, but the desserts and everything and making the food look beautiful and everything, Eric has to train them, with all that stuff. Yeah, desserts, you have to know how to bake dessert. Eric trains them, Rezahaki, how to make all that stuff. Some Sarah. Yeah. There's nothing worse than filming for, I don't know, like 10 months and you're doing that dirty work and you're getting served shitty food. No, make sure you serve the actors high end food. Amazing food for breakfast, for dinner, and for dessert. Amazing food, man. That way the actors are not as stressed out. Yeah, you know, I even spoiled us with an all you can eat buffet, man. Yeah, I saw that documentary. Yeah, man, like it's high end, like amazing tasting food, man. He spoiled the shit out of us. Like all you can drink vending machine, all you can drink milkshake and everything. He spoiled the shit out of us, man. And the food was so good, man. That was amazing food, man. Yeah. Every day we got spoiled with that amazing food. Yeah, holy shit. Sky says it's better than Holly. Yeah, it blows out of the water, man. Yeah, the Zane was gonna tell the actors that. Blows out of the water, yeah. Sky says will blow out of the water. Yeah. I'm saying. So for the buffet, you're gonna rent the building, yes. I'll rent a big building that can fit like 1,500 people in there. And I'll have 3 sections of buffets, or I'll just have one section. And then Eric Rezaki, they command the kitchen, and you have the chefs working there, and then Tony works too as a dishwasher. I want you to serve plastic plates because I want my comedy to be more professional. I don't want to have the actors eat food with plastic plates. No, I have like luxury plates and everything too. That's why Tony will be washing his shit with dishes. You're looking at something crazy, man. It's a lot of work. That's why I'm paying $150K, Tony. That works hard for me. And Eric Rezaki are doing dirty work too. You're looking at a huge rush of 1,500 people, man. It's a lot of fucking work. Huge rush. Because I'm paying them $250K and I paid them a $30,000 bonus, they're gonna work hard for me. It's a lot of work, but they're getting paid a lot of money. There's $6,000 every 2 weeks. They'll work hard for me, man. It's a lot of money. Yeah. Rich fucking contract. They're getting paid. Paid. So yeah. That's why Scotch will boil the water, and Zane's will be the best movie ever made. And the best book ever written. You'll see what I mean when you read my book, guys. Anyways, here's what guys. I talked for 9 minutes. That's good enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I hope this video doesn't take long to upload. We'll see what happens. This is Zadimir. I'm signing out. Peace. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go to the store, get my beer and smokes, and enjoy the show with you guys. This is Zadimir. I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this show.